What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Cam back in with another video, man. We got a, breaking news coming from earlier this morning. Well, probably dropped at midnight, like around, I want to say 3:30. But yeah, man, let's get into it, man. We got breaking news, man. Paul George has signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. And we'll be joining Joel Embid and Tyrese Maxey, who just got re-signed a couple minutes ago. Yeah, man. Paul George, man. Signed with the Philadelphia 76ers, man. Wow. Man, it's a good move by Philly. And Philly also just re-signed. They just re-signed Kelly Oubre Jr. and they signed Andre Drummond and Eric Gordon to add, to their bench depth, role player bench depth, and but yeah, man, Paul George. 76ers find a way to get Paul George. He got what he wanted, max extension. The Clippers didn't want to give it to him, so you kind of knew after that they was gonna part ways. Kind of knew they was gonna part ways after that. It was a few teams like the Warriors linked to Paul George as well. But I don't think the Warriors wanted to. I don't know what was up with the Warriors, why they didn't fully go after Paul George. Makes me think, what are the Warriors doing? Are they just going full rebuild around Steph? Because Clay, as we all know, is a free agent and could be headed to my Dallas Mavericks. But that's another video I'll speak on. Yeah, Paul George is headed to the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Philadelphia 76ers, they get a star. The only thing with them would be, can Embid stay healthy as well as Paul George, because he's injury prone too. So health would be the main concern for that team. But I think Philly, they just went on and took the risk of, just giving Paul George his money and saying, hey, we're going to go all out for a championship. Why not do that? And that's what they did. They gave Maxey his money as well, so it's like they're just going to go all in. Teams are going all in on these players, especially with the new CBA. New CBA is hurting some teams in a way, especially teams like the Clippers, who pretty much are hard cap, couldn't really sign nobody to big contract. I do know they got Derrick Jones Jr. They got Derrick Jones Jr. Re-signed James Harden. And they're just getting like little key role players that add to their depth as well. But them losing PG for nothing is gonna come back to hurt them, man. Because PG is one of the best. He is one of the best small forwards in the league, and one of the most skilled players in the league. So we all know what PG brings to any team. Obviously, his dynamic scoring, him being able to defend at a high level. it's gonna really hurt the 76ers, but the LA Clippers for just letting him walk and go to free agency like that, man. And I'm hearing the Warriors did actually have a deal on the table. Now that I just think about it, I just seen it yesterday. The Warriors did have a deal on the table, man, and the Clippers just didn't take it. The deal was Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody. It was Moses Moody. I think it was was it a first round? Did they throw a first round in there? And CP3 was also in the deal, who just went to the San Antonio Spurs. But he was also in that deal as well. And the Clippers didn't take that, which is dumb, because you get a young, up-and-coming star, in my opinion, in Jonathan Kuminga. In my opinion, is going to be a star. Moses Moody, who's going to be a really good role player. You just got to get the right minutes, get the, team just got to give him a chance. Give him the minutes. CP3, yeah, you get him. He's a little older, but they didn't even have to keep CP3. They could have just traded him. Or not traded him, but, bought him out like the Warriors did. I know they didn't want CP3 actually in the deal. Because him and James Harden did clash when they was at Houston. If you didn't want that, if you don't want him to be on the team from that, but even if that, you take that deal because of Kuminga and young assets that you get back, that you add to your team to help build your team. And the Clippers, they just fumbled, man, by letting Paul George just walk like that, man. You don't do that. Not a guy of his caliber, all-star caliber player, man, just walk like that. The Clippers going, they are, like I said, they are getting, re-signing players here and there. But Paul George with Philly, man. Philly is going to be one of those teams that contending if they can stay healthy. I'm telling you, they are going to be one of those teams that's going to be tough to beat in the East. We can say Embid's health, Paul George, his playoff failures. We can say that all we want, but this is the right team for Paul George to go to, because it just makes all sense. In actuality, it makes all sense, man, for him to go. And B is still in his prime, even though he is injury prone, he's still in his prime. Tyrese Maxey, still young. And, they got good role players around them that can help them. And they might not be done. They might still add some players to the roster. But for the most part, the 76ers are going to be a force to reckon with. Man, like I said, man, it's going to be tough. The East is going to be more interesting, because the top teams did kind of make some moves. Just everybody got to stay healthy, man. It's the biggest thing, health. With these guys, everybody got to stay healthy. So we can get some really good basketball. Of course, the Knicks made the move. The Celtics will be there in the conversation, as always. You got upcoming teams like the Pacers who are in the mix. And the East will be competitive, man. You know, just make it more interesting. And the NBA this is why I love the off-season drama, man. Anything can happen, man. You don't know where different guys is signing to. And, yeah, man. This is what we have. That's the way we have. Philly gets Paul George, man. They went all in. Gave him the max. We signed Maxey. This is what we got, y'all. Embid and Paul George on the same team. We saw them up there doing the during the finals. They were you know, on set commentating, and Embid was kind of side at Paul George, man. When they asked him about the Philadelphia 76ers making moves, he was at their side-eyeing Paul George, like, it was crazy, bro. But yeah, man, Embid knew he wanted. I knew Paul George was coming, man. They knew it. They knew he was coming, man. They had been talking already. They real good friends, man. And it was crazy, yo. You just side like, yeah, we finna get him. Yeah, we finna get PG. We finna find a way to get PG. But yeah, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, man. Paul George to the 76ers, man. We just getting started, man. We coming with more content, man. I'm gonna be feeding y'all with content. I told y'all I'm on the run. I'm on the run and nobody can stop me. Yeah, but man, yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe, man. And I'm out.